Good morning to everyone. I am Dr.R.Suganya, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science with Cybersecurity. Today we are going to see about the introduction to Python. Interpretive versus compiled languages. Python is an interpretive language. This means that the code is not directly run by the hardware. It is instead passed to a virtual machine, which is just another program that reads and interprets the code. If a code is used plus operation, this would be recognized by the interpreter at runtime, which would then call its own internal function, that is add function. So which would then execute all the machine code add. So this is in contrast to compiled languages where code is translated into native machine instructions which are then directly executed by the hardware. Here the plus in code would be translated directly in the add machine code. Advantages of Python. Because Python is an interpretive language, it has a number of advantages. Advantages like automatic memory management, expressivity and syntax, it is English, ease of programming, minimizes the development time. Python also has a focus on importing modules, a feature that makes it useful for scientific computing. Disadvantages. Interpreted languages are slower than compiled languages. The modules that we interpret are developed in a decentralized manner. This can cause issues based upon individual assumptions. Multi-threading is hard in Python. Which language is best? Which means that no language is better than all others. The best language depends on the task that we are using it for their personal preferences. Say for example, we have the CPU time which has low level languages, and for high level language we have some different CPU time. So the development time is also which is varying, that is depending upon our software. So the versions of Python. There are currently two versions of Python in use, Python 2 and Python 3. So Python 3 is not backward compatible with Python 2. And a lot of imported modules were only available in Python 2 for quite some time, leading to a slow adoption of Python 3. However, this is not really an issue anymore. Support for Python 2 will end in 2000. The Anaconda IDE. The Anaconda distribution is the most popular Python distributions, and it is most importable packages that is pre-installed. So it offers a nice graphical user interface in the form of spider. So here we can see the spider software where it is, the icon is like a spider, and the coding can be given indirectly. We can be typed into the particular notepad. So about variables we can see. So variables in Python can contain alphanumerical characters and some special characters. By convention, it is common to have variable names that start with lowercase letters and have class names beginning with a capital letter. But we can do whatever we want. Some keywords are reserved and cannot be used as variable names due to them serving an inbuilt Python function, that is uncontinue break. Your IDE will let you know if you try to use one of these. So Python is dynamically typed. The type of variable is derived from the value it is assigned. So variable types: integers, float, string, boolean, complex and user defined. So a variable is assigned using the equal to operator, that is int, that is data type, the variable name equal to integer, which means that we are assigning some value to particular variable and we are printing that in the printing that particular variable name. So the output that can be that is the output of particular program. Example in, which means that it is particular input that is we are giving it, out in, that is output that we are receiving for particular variable names. So the print function here is used to print something to the screen. So here the create an integer. So we are creating here integer value, float value, string variable. So we are printing these to the screen, and we have different variable names. So we can always check the type of variable using the type function. So print type of particular variable. So check the type of one of your variables. Variables can cast to different types. So we can cast to different data type too. So from integer to float or float to data, some other data types. Next is about arithmetic operators. There are arithmetic operators like addition, subtractions, multiplication, division and power. So we can write some couple of operations using arithmetic operators. So like x by y, which means it gives 0.2. So this is what is the result that is printing to the screen. So a quick note on to increment operator, that is we can frequently use which is plus equal to the same as incrementing one value to the variable. So it adds y to the value of x, the first one. The second one, it multiplies x by the value of y, and it subtracts y from x, and it divides x by y. Next is about Boolean operators. Boolean operators are useful when making conditional statements. We can have Boolean operators like and, or and not. So comparison operators, we can have greater than, lesser than, greater than or equal to, lesser than or equal to operators. So we can also use write some couple operations like if, using the if condition. So we can compare the variable using the if condition. There are some useful resources here, the Code Academy, the Data Camp, so you can just refer to it. Thank you.